Hello YouTube and welcome to How Do I Loadout. This video will be covering the beam type of weapon. I use the anti-gun beam as an example. So, as with every other weapon type, you have your standard stocks, the standard scopes, so no laser guidance, nothing like that. Standard set of barrels with exclusion of the scatter barrels. You cannot get scatter barrels with the beam weaponry. I'll explain why in a moment. Standard set of triggers including charged, which can be useful in certain situations. I'll show you in a moment. And instead of magazines, you have cooling. So you have standard, liquid cooling, which can't take as much but cools a heck of a lot faster, and heatsink, which is the exact opposite. You also have your standard payloads and no other diversity options. So let me just demonstrate how this particular weapon works, the anti-gun. Well, thanks to its health payload, it's actually a healer, but it does demonstrate pretty well what your average weapon will do. Goes straight, hits instantly. Big advantage of it is if you have other weapons, you could switch to them and have them cool down. However, the downside is if you're on fire, the weapons will continually heat up until you can extinguish the fire. More about fire in the payload lessons. So, yeah. I said in my pulse video that I would explain charge that I would explain charge shots here, so give me a second to set a decent loadout up. In fact, I'll switch that to dampening. There we go. So, I've rigged it from the heel beam it was into effectively a sniper. Okay, this applies to pulse as well, so if you're here from the pulse video, keep an ear open. So, once you hold the trigger, it starts charging, and once you let go, it delivers a very powerful shot. The longer you charge, of course, the stronger the shot. So, for instance, if I were just to go, it would only deal 22 because I missed the head. So if I just click, this time aiming for the head, I only deal 60 damage. Well, I say only, but it takes 100 to kill, so it's still not that bad. But yeah. If I charge about halfway, the damage seems to scale at an unbalanced level. So 165 from clean headshot. And let this cool down again. And oh, she turned around. I'm using the headhunter barrel, which explains the high amount of damage. I'll explain more on the barrels later. So yeah, the longer you charge, the more the damage. That briefly explains the charge trigger. I'll explain more later, but for now, thank you for watching, and Phoenix out.